Good morning, good morning, good morning. Let's talk about why everybody needs to be selling something. The producer versus the consumer mindset. One of the things that I consistently get is you should stop, this fool left his comment on the dominant male page. You should take this page down and get a real job. The jealousy was off the charts. It's like, how's this dude doing this? How is he getting away with this when I sit here, I got more talent than he does. He needs to take this page down. And I got another person, this is Rich. He was saying, the economy isn't that bad. We talked about van life. We talked about the homelessness. We talked about the retail depression. There's a lot of signals, yet people are still clinging to the peach face Trump's words. We're having a recession. And there's been many articles about what's happening with millennials. Many articles. How they are losing wealth, how they're overburdened with student loans, why they're delaying buying a house and getting married and having kids. Plenty of information. So this simple-minded fool comes up here, well, you stop fear-mongering. I'm not fear-mongering. I'm telling people the real information they need so they can make better choices. If you are a millennial and you want to escape the predicament, you got to start a business. And then he made a little dig. You fearmongers, when people buy your courses, man. I got your free courses in 2015. They were horrible. If the courses were so horrible, why are you still watching me in 2019, playa? See, what you say and what you do is incongruent. Because if there was somebody that had some horrible courses, I didn't learn anything, it was nothing good for me, I wouldn't be watching them 4 years later. This is the thing that kills me. It's like, this chick, they act like women during a breakup. Your penis is small and you can't screw. And you look at them like, really? You know that ain't true. They say whatever they say to get under your skin because they're jelly. There's so many people who want to do what I'm doing, but they don't want to put in the work. They don't want to put in the research. They don't want to do the reading. They don't want the trial and error. They don't want any of that. They just want the finished product. It ain't gonna happen. So let's get into some stuff. What I am doing, and if this is your first time here, this is Glendon Cameron, your hustling godfather. What we do here is we help people build businesses by giving them the correct information, not sugarcoating it, not putting it out there like, it's gonna be okay. You a millennial with $50,000, $60,000 of student loan debt, $10,000 of credit card debt, car payment, $20,000, $30,000 on your car, you are drowning. That's reality. But some people are like, it'll be okay. Just keep playing the stupid American game of living on credit as an extension of income. Just keep doing that. So starting today, we're having a 50% sale off of every course at Hustlers Kung Fu Life Skills. Now, you got two options. You can get on a payment plan. There are no 50% off discounts for a payment plan. I got to wait on my money. You're going to pay full price because it's going to take you months to pay for this. So you can either take the 50% off discount today, pay for your course in full, or you can jump on a payment plan. So the 50% off coupon is Hustler. Use the term Hustler, and this ends Sunday. So this is what we got going on. There's a lot of ways that you can get in here and work this. So once again, 50% off of everything at hustlerskungfulifeskills.com using the promo code HUSTLER. Many courses, many ways to get you in the game, many ways to get you to become a producer. Everybody needs to be producing something. Everyone needs to be selling something. So when I see someone selling something, the first thing that comes to my mind isn't like, they need to stop selling that stuff and get a real job like me. Because I don't know how to do what they do. And I'm a hater. I'm a sad, simple, dry sack little hater because I don't understand the complexities of building a business. So I'm going to wish and hope that this person stop producing and be like me, because misery likes company. You know, this is something that's a little weird. You get a lot of people out here, because that's one of the things that always interests me is like, you need to stay in your lane. You need to take this page down. Like, who are you to tell me what to do? You've overestimated your power, Playboy. Just because you jelly, just because you don't have the gusto, the intestinal fortitude to start something, don't think that I'm as limited as you are. And everybody needs to be out here hustling. Everybody needs to be selling something. Because like I said, when I see someone selling something, I'm like, that's good. That's good. You're trying. It makes me happy. I don't ever say you should stop selling. You should stop producing. I don't know where this simple-minded stuff comes from. I don't know if it's fear, but everybody needs to be selling something. Everyone needs a website. Everyone needs a Facebook fan page. Everyone needs to be in the game, in the frame of trying to win. Herm Edwards, you play the game to win. You play the game to win. This is what you got to do. And we have so many people who aren't even suited up. They don't even come to practice. They're out here just hoping and wishing things are going to get better when they're not. They ain't going to get better. You make things better. And by becoming a producer, you untake certain burdens which will make you better, which will increase your personal fortitude, which will open up new doors for you. I remember when I was doing the storage auction books and I started to change my content, and I had people like, hey, Glenda Cameron, you need to stay in this lane. And I was like, who the fuck are you to tell me what to do, you little sad-faced sucker? Oh, my bad. I'm like, people get caught up in their feelings in the wrong way. If something pisses you off, you should do something about it, not complain. But everybody needs to be a producer. Everyone needs to have a website, Instagram, YouTube channel. You need to be producing content. You need to be producing products, creating products and putting yourself out there. And you're going to have these sad-faced suckers talk about, you should stop doing that. Because they are scared. They are full of fear. You going to let Joey 87636 say, oh man, you need to stop making your product. You gonna let Joey get you shook because he just said something while he whacks off in his mother's basement because he doesn't have the intestinal fortitude to stand under his own power, to be his own man? That's who you listening to? Because one of the things that I look at is like this comment on yesterday's video. Why are you listening to me 5 years later if I'm not of service to you? See, that's the rub. It's like, I'm still subscribed to your YouTube channel. I'm still watching your videos. I'm just going to throw a little hate out there every now and then. So I just blocked him and cussed him out and told him what I thought of him. Because you're a loser. You are a loser. You are a scared little bitch that won't put anything together, and all you can do is throw stones at people who are out here trying to win. People out here who are suited up. People out here who are making hay, creating products, creating websites, saying, hey, I have something I want to sell to you, and they're raising their paw, and they're asking people for money, and they're getting that money, and their lives are getting better and better. Because they're not scared little bitches who are afraid to put themselves out there. This is the story of the human race. You have so many people who have good ideals. They have winning ideals, but they are so afraid of Joey 876 saying something on the internet. You gonna let Joey 786 stop you from producing? Stop you from making products? Stop you from putting yourself out there? You gonna let Joey do that to you? As he whacks off in his mother's basement because he's nobody of note? That's the reality. So everybody needs to be producing. Everybody needs to come up with a product. Everybody needs to be writing an ebook. Everybody needs to be putting in that work. Because until you put in that work, you will never know what you're capable of. I remember writing my first book. And when I was done, I was so happy. I spun around in my chair. It was like such a feel-good moment to commit myself to a concept, an ideal, and to carry it through to the end. That book opened up so many doors for me, opened up so many opportunities for me. That one little book. And if I've never wrote it, I wouldn't be here before you today. That book was the leverage point for everything that came after. Because I had the immutable gall to put myself out there. Put myself out there, writing this book, buy this book. If you want to do storage auctions, it will help you immensely. Producer. I've been a producer for a long time. Then I became a pure producer, because you become a producer when you serve your fellow man. You open up a shop, you sell some cookies, you become a producer. But I became a pure producer because I went to using the old noggin, to the point that I was selling all of this stuff and it was making money. I became a producer. People started to know who I was. People like, oh, that Glendon Cameron. You know, and back then, there was two opinions of me. Either you loved me or you hated me. Because I was coming from that storage auction energy of competition. And I was telling people what I thought of them in uncertain terms. And one of the things that you have to do is draw a line in the sand. Say, this is line. This is the line. I'm going to uphold this line. No one gets past this line. That's what you got to do. And you have so many people who are just afraid, scared to put themselves out there because of Joey 786 over there in the internet saying stuff. Man, you need to stop producing. Man, you need to stop being who you are. Man, you need to stop sending me stuff like, oh, this happened this morning. somebody who got it was a Facebook lead, they got the free book, and it was like, I don't want you to send me these emails. And I like, oh, you signed up for it. So I sent him the thing, and there's usually an unsubscribe button. And I'm gonna email him a few more times, then I'll delete him. Because one of the things that is very intriguing is how people want free stuff, but they don't want to participate in the process. They don't want to be part of the process. Because I was just like, I'm in this mood this morning. I was like, you signed up for this, Playboy. Because see, what they want to start doing, it's like, I'm going to complain to ICANN. Like, you complain, here's your email address. You gave me permission to communicate with you. I don't want you to communicate with me no more. It is wild. So let's talk about this producer thing. How does one become a producer? But coming up with a product or service that you serve to your fellow man. Because this is the thing. Everybody has energy, and you will create an audience that's unique and remarkable to you. You'll have people watching you, being inspired by you, and you'll have haters. You will have haters. Like Erica Williams, the more successful she becomes, the more haters that she gets. And, I was watching one of her streams and she left the manosphere because I'm telling you, there's so much pettiness and stuff over there. And this is what's going to happen to you as you become a producer. As you go out, you create products, services, you do certain things. The haters will come for you. Joey7867 be like, man, you need to stop producing content. That ebook is trash. The ebook's hot mess trash. You can't write. Who do you think you are? That's Joey786 over there in the corner talking all that smack. And so many people listen to Joey786. When Joey786 is a nobody. His own mama don't like him. And, one of the things that gets me is, if you don't want to participate in this American process, cool. But one thing that really gets me is when you start to hate on the people who are out running the race. That gets me. Why you hating, bruh? Because you feel lonely. No one's paying attention. Your mama didn't hug you enough. Because whenever someone leaves one of those comments on my videos, and I have to say, it's been less and less over the years. Because that's the first kind of comment I've had like that in weeks. Because typically, your haters are in an odd love affair with you. They want your attention. And just like that dysfunctional chick, negative attention is better than no attention. Thanks for the $5 super chat, Tim. Be real, nobody will listen to Joey876. I will digitally bitch slap Joey. Because the thing is, one of the things about these internet bullies is they say all this stuff and they're not really expecting any pushback. And I remember this one guy, I went off hard and he's like, why you go there, man? I was like, why'd you leave that jacked up comment on my video? It was a choice. I chose to go there. You chose to do what you did. This is what's called repercussions and consequences. You started this, I'm shutting it down, Playboy. And he got all upset because I said, your mama should have crossed her legs and broke your neck and spared us all this misery of your existence. And he didn't like that. He got very irritated by that. And one of the things that happens with this is as you become a producer, as you become a person who's making stuff happen, as you build some stuff, your confidence grows and you try other stuff. Like, Lamar Jackson this weekend, he's balling out of control. What's the big thing? Oh, he could just run. He can't throw. He was throwing his ass off this weekend. And people still like, well, that was this one time. He was throwing his butt off in Louisville. But once again, people just don't get it, Rob, for real estate. Aren't they just frustrated fans? It's a strange love affair, man. It's a strange love affair because I look at it like this. If there's someone that's putting out content that I don't like, that don't feel that serves me, I don't watch it. I don't pay them any attention. I don't follow them. I don't become their Facebook friend. I don't get on their email list. I don't go get their free products. But this is stuff people do. And then they're like, want to talk smack. Anthony Johnson, I'm currently reproducing with resale. Been wondering what I can create. Take a moment every morning and sit down and on top of a sheet of paper and write, what can I create? Because see, most people, and I got this from Earl Nightingale, most people are not used to thinking. Most people just react. So if you start to sit down and think, you'll come up with something. Your boy Rich, sometimes it's family members and people that's close to you. I remember when I used to be Facebook friends with my siblings that, this was a long time ago. When I was writing my book, there was this place called Vino Libro. And I would go there and I'd have a drink and they had wine tasting. And I'd put them there like, I'm trying this wine tasting. Man, you would have thought I was killing baby seals. It's like, why some people can't be happy being who they are, blah, blah, blah. And this is what the female sibling was going at. And I know it was directed at me. So how did me growing as a person to like wine tasting impact you adversely? Jealousy, envy, and hate are some powerful things. And no, Ben the bartender, why follow someone you don't agree with? Like this fool was like, I got your free courses in 2015. Playboy, it's 2019. If they were so trashy, if they were so dreadful, and I went ahead and checked and you didn't even crack the courses open, so you were lying, why are you still following me? That should have been enough. It's like, oh, these are dreadful. I'll never watch this guy again. That would have been my response. But no, they see, this is the thing. When you become a producer and you're riding that white horse in the town, every Joey 786 is going to try to knock you off that horse because they want that horse. They want to be riding that horse. They want to be you. They want to be like you. And since they know that they can't be like you, they're going to try to destroy you any way they can. That's right, Tim A. They want to be you. I had this fool on my dominant page like, you need to take this page down and get a real job. I'm like, who are you to try to dictate my life, Playboy? You need to go ahead and run that hot mess of a life of yours. This is one of the things that I consistently see is people not living their best life, not even living half of their best life, not doing well at all, just existing, not really being a person of note, not really setting the world on fire. This is what I'm saying. Everybody needs to be a producer. Everyone needs to be putting some stuff out there. Everyone needs a blog, a YouTube channel, a podcast. You need to put yourself out there. You never know what's going to happen. You never know. And I'm driving this. I'm putting this. Everybody needs a business. Because you get people like, well, everyone wasn't cut out for a business. Some people need to have a job. I'm like, no, Playboy. Everybody can have some kind of business. Everyone. Everyone can be doing something for self. Everyone. And yeah, I create courses. I make a lot of money selling courses. I'm supposed to apologize because your life is a hot mess, because you don't have no money, because you made bad decision after bad decision after bad decision after bad decision. You didn't prepare for the future. You didn't save any money. So I'm supposed to feel bad because you're not doing as good as I am, even though you had the same space, opportunity, and possibilities that I had. The difference between you and me is I took advantage of my opportunities. While you were out playing around, hanging out with Big Booty Betty, drinking Lagerfield, popping Coronas with your boys and stuff, I was working. And that's why our lives are fundamentally different. And, you know, this is something else. Like someone posted a check. And, you know, he's like, I'm not trying to stunt and flex. See, this is how I look at it. Like when my friends do well, congratulations. I'm happy for them. I don't think that you posting a check from a business that you sold and you getting many more is flexing on somebody. And then this check I put up where I wrote to my capital account, I had all kind of people contact me. It's like, hey man, you know, you're showing your account numbers, and it's, you know, you can set it up with your bank where they won't cash checks that they don't know that are coming, and a lot of folks didn't know that. But you know, that check got a lot of people. It's like, man, you know, someone's gonna copy this check. They're going to steal your money. And I'm like, no, they ain't. These are supposed to be just friends who are seeing this. There ain't that many people who saw it. Ruthless right. Consumers do not want to think, just consume. Pretty much. Pretty much. Because I don't feel that I should have to hold back. Like people posting on Facebook, they trip to Cancun, their new baby. And I'm like, that's your life. Thanks for sharing with me. But then I go ahead and post, you know, a $76,000 check that I'm writing from one company to another. Some people felt some kind of way about that. Like, why are you flexing, Glendon Cameron? I'm not flexing. I'm just showing my life. Just like you show your life when you go to Cancun. I'm not flexing. This is my life, Playboy. Because I'm a producer. I make no apologies for selling courses. And this is one of the things. Like yesterday in the live stream, well, the secret of the internet is to make the big money is to sell these courses. I'm like, what's stopping you from selling courses? Besides the lack of talent, besides the lack of a work ethic, besides the lack of a hustle. You could do the same thing. This is why I have this phrase. I'm not a hater, I'm a relator. So when I see all of these young people making this Wi-Fi bread, I sit there and I pay attention. It's like, what are they doing that I'm not doing? I don't sit there and hate on these people because they're doing well. It's like, let me reverse engineer this. Let me watch them. Let me try to figure out what they're doing so I can do it and get that Wi-Fi bread. I'm not a hater. I'm a relator. If you're winning, I'm happy for you because I can possibly learn how to win some more from you. I'm happy for you. I don't have a hating bone in my body. But there's a lot of folks, their whole body is a hate beacon. Burp, hate, burp, hate, burp, hate. I eat. Anthony Johnson, stay in the lab. I've got notebooks with ideas I'm currently progressing. You start throwing some of that stuff out. You never know what's going to hit. I didn't know the storage auction book was going to hit. I didn't know the Pimpin' Craigslist was going to hit. Your job as a producer is to produce. It's to put stuff out there. It is to keep moving forward. Your job's to be a producer. Your job's to make stuff. Not listen to Joey 786 in the corner who's like throwing digital bombs at you. He's a keyboard warrior. Like, oh, you misspell that. Those people must have horrible lives. They really do. That all they're thinking about is how you may have misspelled one word, or you can have a 45-minute video and they will pick out 30 seconds that they disagree with and post that. Yo, man, I don't agree with you. And like the whole thing with the millennials, I've done a lot of research on this. You know, you could go ahead and do millennium wealth gap, Google that, and you'll see that they have problems. Stack the Flipper. What's up, Glendon? Seeing that check was inspiration because those are the type of checks I want to be able to write. Exactly. Because I'm going to show some more checks. Like the check that I'm going to write for that first rental property, I'm going to post that because it's going to be a cashier's check because they're going to have to be certified funds. And this is how, because this is my life. This is how I am living. I've been paying cash for cars for years. Now I'm going to be paying cash for property. It is fundamental in what I teach. And I've had many people like, well, don't pay cash for properties. What you do is take this money, put 20% down, go to the bank, get a loan. When I crunch the numbers, I don't like how those numbers look. I just don't. And I know that being cash and carry has benefited me tremendously in my life. Tremendously. Appliance boot camp. I've never seen anything like this Wi-Fi bread. If implemented properly, it can change several generations. Absolutely. I mean, the ability, because I'm seeing these kids make $1 million in 2 and 3 years from scratch. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. This Wi-Fi bread is serious. And I'm going to tap into some more of it. Because, once again, everyone needs to be a producer. Everyone needs to have a product or service that they're pushing. They be knocking on doors, making phone calls, putting out content, getting busy, testing out Facebook ads, testing out Instagram. You need to be a producer. Not like Joey 786. Sitting at home whacking off in your mama's basement because you worthless. That doesn't need to be the average person. So one of the things that is very promising is the internet has created a new playing field. And the rules are different. You got to learn these new rules to put stuff out there. And one of the things that you can do is learn to be an architect of the internet. This is creating a blog. This is creating a YouTube channel. This is creating a podcast. This is creating a website. These are producer activities. Because if you become a halfway successful producer, you're going to make 3 to 4 times the average money of the average person. And that's failing. You go ahead and start connecting the dots. You're going to be making some serious Wi-Fi bread. And there's so much money out here. There's so much hope and possibility for everyone. But you got people out here who are just scared. What if it don't work out? What if it does work out? Well, what if I'm wasting time? What if you learning something? Because anytime someone's like, hey, I don't want to waste my time, I'm like, anytime that you put yourself in an endeavor and you learn from it, you're not wasting your time. But you got so many people who want instant guaranteed results. I had someone who was looking for testimonials. And I was like, look, you ain't looking for testimonials. You're looking for a guarantee. Can you guarantee me that you're going to follow these instructions and work your ass off? Can you guarantee me that? Huh, boo? This is the thing. It's 2019. And right now, if you are an American with a cell phone, you have so much opportunity. You can make money with your cell phone if you're willing to put yourself out there. And there's a lot of people like, I'm tired of seeing you put yourself out there. I want you to hold up. I want you to hold back. I don't want you to show up so you can be like me. Be like me. Roderick Hayes, scared. I always take calculated risks. I'm slow at all times, though. Yeah, engineer cannabis, you got to take action. Everybody should be a producer. Everyone can be a producer. You don't know what your audience is like. I had a client who was really good with Amazon. And I said, you need to sell this. And it took her a minute. Now, she's selling consulting packages for $5,000 to $20,000. And her students are doing wonderful because she knows how to do Amazon. Like I said, I'm giving myself 2 years to learn how to do these Facebook ads. And, with real estate, once I get my first property, I'm going to document it on this channel. I'm going to take out through the house. We're going to talk about it and my real estate journey, because I'm thinking about doing wholesaling, Airbnb, and buy and hold for rentals. And that's the real estate strategy that I'm creating. Ruthless right. What times are they wasting? They're just going to spend it watching Love or Hip Hop or some other mental garbage. Absolutely. Whenever I get someone that kind of comes at me sideways and I go to their YouTube channel, invariably I see World Star. This is what this person is feeding their brain. And no wonder they don't like me. What's up, Savage Red? Aaron West, just put myself out there last night. Yes, I'm scared, but the risk is going to be worth it. Hopefully, I don't have to wait a long time to get some feedback. What you need to do is go ahead and put yourself out there again before you get the feedback, and keep the habit of putting yourself out there. Keep producing. Keep moving. Because when I was in the storage auction business and I have like a successful sales campaign, I was working on the next one. In the midst of this campaign, it was like money coming in. All right, okay. Let me work on this other campaign. Because, see, this is one of the things you're going to learn once you become successful. To chill and celebrate and take vacations will kill your momentum. When you have momentum and it's hot, you keep going. You keep wearing it out. Nope. You truly cannot fail if we never give up. Because that's the thing, like, once again, I want you to think about this, getting this Wi-Fi bread. You've never done it before. So in the beginning, it's going to be rocky. It's going to be hard. You're going to catch headaches. You're going to be like, but see, as you get stronger, because see, the degree of difficulty to the endeavor doesn't reduce. You just get stronger. You get stronger. So it didn't get any less hard. You just got better. And this is one of the things that so many people run from. I don't want to stress myself. Someone was telling about stress and starting the business and how they just want to get a job and chill and not be stressed out. I thought that was one of the most worthless people I've ever had a conversation with. You adapt. Your body is an adaptive mechanism from your nervous system to your physical system. So as you load it with stress, your body compensates and you begin to able to handle stress. But if you don't put yourself under those loads, you'll never know. Aaron West. Thanks, man. By the way, the free checking account video is how I saved to buy your courses. Awesome. This is another thing that people don't want to manage their money right. And then they be like, I don't have no money, man. You got to manage your money right before you start making a lot more money. Because you're going to end up like these football players. You're going to end up like these lotteries. Let's say you go ahead and hit and you get your business that's kicking, putting a bunch of money in your pocket, and you have bad money management habits. You're going to lose all that money. You're not going to be able to hold on to it for nothing. Ruthless right. The feeling of fear and anxiety only exists when you're not actually doing it. As soon as you take action, the feelings start to fade because you focus your actions and the experience. This is the same thing that happens when you're trying to go holler at girls. When you see a girl across the room and you want to go talk to her, if you just go 1, 2, 3, go, you start talking, a lot of the anxiety and stuff disappears. So I agree with that. Because this fear is unfounded. And, Americans used to be way more resilient. And now a lot of people have just turned into scared little bitches. Ooh, if I do this and it don't work out, I'll be destroyed. When I got on this path, I started several companies that failed. Why did these companies fail? Because I didn't know what I was doing. So I had to learn how to build companies. I had to fill in the gaps. I had to learn how to market. I had to learn how to sell. I had to learn how to keep corporate structure. All of this stuff I did not know how to do. But through exposure and courses and self-teachings, I know how to do it now. Roger, hey, same in the gym. I can now lift 80-pound dumbbells. Used to say no way I can do that. Now I'm eyeing those 100-pound dumbbells. Pain and gain. Pretty much. Because your body will adapt. But so many people are like, I don't want to do it, man. I don't want to put myself out there. No, I don't want to do it. No. That's that weak mentality. Like one of the things I get with my Dominant Male channel is I get dudes who refuse to believe it, or they have this preconceived notion of what a man should look like to be able to pull the kind of women I was pulling. And it was just my mentality. Like, I can get her. Tell myself I can get her and roll over and start talking to her and then get her. That weak mentality is insidious, and it's one of the things that's going to hurt so many people. Appliance Bootcamp, wealth moves in a circle. Natural resources, labor, technology, information, and it keeps repeat. Wealthy people stay one step ahead. We're in the information age. You just move to a natural resource. Hey, this Wi-Fi bread is serious, man. If you just spent a whole day on the internet looking at how to build online businesses and watching YouTube videos, you would get such an education. People will tell you how to make money online. And a lot of people don't want to believe that it's possible. They don't want to give in. Because I remember one of my friends, he had an online store, and once he got that first sale, he got so excited. It wasn't even a big sale, but he said, it's real. I've been telling you for years, man, this Wi-Fi bread is real. You just got to put yourself out there. And like you said, wealth moves in a circle. And this is where rich people deploy dollars because they don't sit on their money. You can't get wealthy sitting on your money. This is why these pathologically cheap people only go so far. Wealthy people put their money back out in the system so it can circulate because dollars attract more dollars. This is why I'm about to take a bunch of money out the bank, put it into some real estate so it can start working. Put my money in the gym, have my money sweat, have my money doing squats, deadlifts, bench press. You got to have your money out in circulation. This is how rich people get richer. And what I'm going to start doing is putting a lot more money because I really want to do this Airbnb thing. And I'm going to research that today because I got the money to go ahead and sell up a property right now. See, once again, with Airbnb, location. And typically a lot of stuff, because I'm going to start calling real estate agents. A lot of stuff that I want to get, and it's a condo, they don't allow rentals. I watched the kids that drift cars. Once I saw what parts they need, I started looking for those parts and putting them on eBay. That's called marketplace observation. Oh, these kids are drifting. So this is putting excess wear on cars. So they're gonna need to replace these parts. Let me go find it because you just put yourself ahead of the curve by observing. And this is, and that's a good look. Because you got many people, when I talk about observing trends and stuff and politics, I'm like, man, you ain't talking about business. Yes, I am. Business is part of real life. So that was a good look, Tim A. You also had these kids on these hoverboards. And they were doing a lot of stuff. Ruthless, right. The world is so malleable. If you take action, things move, period. Is there a chance? Yes. Is there a risk? Yes. But if I use your eyes and ears, there's always opportunities. There's always opportunities. Like I get people who's like, hey, should I wait until everything melts down? No, you should get into real estate right now because I'm learning. I got to go to some meetings because there's deals out there right now. If you got your ear to the ground, there's always a deal out there. Always. There's always something. And this is the producer mindset. Because you got the producer mindset and the consumer mindset. The consumer mindset, I want to get more money so I can buy more stuff. The producer mindset, I want to produce as much as I can. I want to sell to as many people as I can. I want to create products that solve problems. I want to help people out. Two different mindsets. Check out Evolve. They do Airbnb and 8 other sites and handling booking and pricing. Yeah, once I get into that, because, I got to get the property first. So we will see how that goes. And, it may be, I may have to pull the trigger on a regular rental. Just go get it because house I was looking at, Apparently, they did a great job because the sucker was under contract within 5 days of being put on Zillow. So that one ain't going to happen for me. So I'm going to have to find something else because I was going to go look at it and I saw it was pending. Someone already bought that puppy. So that's one of the things that I've noticed. A really good property that's been rehabbed and it has the right pricing, it moves. I got a neighbor over here, he's trying to sell his house for almost $1 million and it hadn't been updated. It's been sitting for months. Because people I'm not going to spend like almost $1 million on a mortgage and then have to put in 150, 200,000. And this is something else I've learned. A lot of people just don't update their houses because it's so expensive. They just live in it, hope the house appreciates, but they don't do anything to make it sexy. Thanks, Quinn. McKinley Sapphire, I despise jealous people. I cross paths with them and it's not funny. Keep up the good work, bro. I bet you're saving a lot of people out here. Thanks for your knowledge. Rod, for real estate, see if you could be a backup offer. Well, I was going to go in and I was going to lowball. So if they got something that's cooking that's close to the price they want, they're not going to want to listen to me. Because the thing is, I'm getting a deal walking through the door. I'm getting equity. Well, I'm paying cash, so I'm going to get the equity. But I'm going to get some surplus equity because I've been watching a lot of these wholesale videos. And essentially, if you set up a process where you can act like a wholesaler and you get that property and you convince these people to sell it for $40K and you rehab it yourself, more money, more money, more money. El Padrino. No, don't need no real estate license to be a wholesaler. Not now, not in the state of Georgia. Ruthless right. Consumers want $1 million to finance a lifestyle they don't deserve. Producers want $1 million to create a product or service that actually brings value to people's lives. Yeah, because a lot of people just want to buy stuff. They just want nice things, and they want the money, they want the lifestyle, but they don't want the work. And when you start to look at the work and you start to enjoy the work and you start to build upon doing the work, your life gets fundamentally better. And this is one of the things that happens. Because there's so many people who are afraid to try. They're afraid to do a YouTube channel. They're afraid to do a podcast. They're afraid to do something on Facebook because of Joey786. He's out there lurking like a shark. Waiting for them to put something up so he can chomp on it. And this is one of the things. Because once you get into this producer mindset, your life is going to change because you're going to be thinking about how can I give to the world versus just consume. This is one of the things, this is one of the gifts that will happen when you become a producer. This is one of the things that happens when you take it upon yourself to create a product. That's an act of courage. Because, I get all these people like, you sell online courses, blah, blah, blah. Playboy, tell me, what is the invisible force that's stopping you from selling online courses? Oh, it's your fear and your lack of talent, your lack of imagination, your lack of hope, your lack of a strong mental frame. Oh, that's what's keeping you from selling courses. Because I get people all the time like, man, you sell courses. The real money is selling courses. And they sound so despondent because they're like, I can't do it. I can't do it, man. That's just weak. Have you even tried? Have you even tried to do it? And that's what, because everybody's like looking for comfort. And people move towards something or they run away from something. And when the pain in your life gets to be too great, this is when most people make a change. This is when most change happens because there's so much pain in their life. It's like the pain of remaining the same is so great that they're moved to do new stuff. And this creates more producers. But you gotta, everybody needs to be selling some stuff. And the Joey 786s of the world, fuck them. Kiss my ass. Because one of the things that you have to understand is they don't matter. Are they paying your bills? No. Are they giving you money? No. Are they trying to help you? No. They don't matter. Give them the middle finger and keep it moving. Because in time, they will see you rise and they're just going to be jealous. They're going to be, I get people coming at me and based upon the verbiage, or I get people who come and find the channel, they like the channel, and they want to actually, they want to experience some of this energy, but they really don't know how. Because there are many people who, who like will see me do something, and like on the dominant male, someone's like, do it. And the folks who say that based upon my content rarely ever get started. All right, T. Will. Good deal. Because there is so much opportunity out here for producers. If you're willing to put yourself out there, if you're willing to create something, if you're willing to be somebody, the options are endless. The money is endless. But you got to put yourself out there. You got to get up on it. You got to get out here and get some of this Wi-Fi bread. Honey Bunny, most people would benefit if they understood no one's coming to save them. They got to take a leap and put themselves out there so they can actually have something. I absolutely agree. And there is a lot of people who think they're going to win the lottery or it's going to be this saving moment of grace that's going to get them out of their predicament. And it ain't, like you said, Superman ain't coming to save you. Nor is Spider-Man, Batman, Thor. None of them are showing up. Captain America, they ain't showing up. You need to put your own cape on and be your own superhero. And a lot of people don't want to do that. Sobering to realize one's own fear. I need to hear this today. Fear, this is really what it is. And this is why these people come at me so hard, because they see me being myself. They see me making money, and they don't realize that this was the result of years and years and years of hard work. They I want that now, man. I want it now. I don't want to work that hard. I don't want to put nothing together. It took me years to get here of consistent hard work. And it goes back to the storage auction days. I learned so much. Setting up ad campaigns. Just work. And, people just I can't do it, man. I can't do it. Once you get over yourself, you'll be shocked at what you can do. And I'm going to give you a little hint. On YouTube, there's a bunch of amputees. There are people in wheelchairs. I watch these people. There's this guy, he's got this gorgeous girlfriend. He can't do nothing. He got hands like this. He can barely shift the thing to move his wheelchair. And every day, this guy got to get up. He can't walk. He can't take care of himself. He can't feed himself. And I'm like, every day, this dude has the courage to wake up and try. With all that stuff going on. And then you get these young kids out here like this girl will walk. she's a quadruple amputee. She has no arms or legs, and she does YouTube makeups, and I'm like, I see these people in all types of pain and hurt, and they're showing up, they're participating. I feel that I have nothing to, I shouldn't be scared of nothing. Like if some kid with no arms, no legs can get on YouTube and be happy, friendly, inspiring, and I'm fine, I have no excuses not to be out here producing. So that's what I look at, because there's plenty of channels with these people who are handicapped. There's a ton of them, and they usually blow up because people get inspired to see someone. I mean, it's a process for you to use the bathroom. There's this guy, Wheels to Walking, and he talks about life of being in the wheelchair, and he has to put a catheter in his penis to pee, and that's just become a normal part of his life. And I'm just thinking about all of this stuff that these people are going through. And I am perfectly healthy, able-bodied. I have nothing but space, time, and opportunity. Espionage. Nobody wants to work hard anymore. They think it will fall in their lap. You got to show up, Raymond. You got to show up. Because when you start showing up and you consistently show up, you're going to start getting results. And the thing is, it doesn't happen as fast as you hope it will. If you think you could do it in a month, think more like 3 months. This is why I'm giving myself 2 years to learn how to do Facebook ads. And it's not going to be an easy journey. Determined soul. People are programmed to be consumers because TV and radio are constantly promoting shiny objects. And this is true. Espionage. My daughter doesn't even want to talk on the phone anymore, thinking everything can be accomplished on the app. I have to fuss and explain it. It's making her weak. A lot of millennials don't like talking on the phone either. David Goggins' book, Can't Hurt Me. Honey Bunny, I think disabled people or folks who have come close to death have a better understanding how quickly life can be taken away or changed. Time is limited, make the best of it. That's a different way of thinking about it. And I think that those people have come to the grips with those terms. There's this guy, Jerry Rig Everything, and he's getting ready to marry this girl in a wheelchair. And I really want you to think about that. She's in a wheelchair, and they're getting married. Raymond Bloomfield, been in my craft 10 years, a lot of pain, but I'm still going. Malik Vanterpool, my primary business is fitness and massage therapy for individuals with disabilities, and they show me there are no excuses. Seeing them smile and get results from the service we provide is priceless. I mean, just watching these people struggle to be normal or attempt to be normal. And I watch this and I'm like, I have no excuses. I'm fine. So if some girl who has no legs, no arms, has to have someone looking after her, because this may seem like crass, but I'm like, she's got to have someone to wipe her butt. I mean, you got to think about that. Hey, Mom, it's time. Come on in. There's certain things that we just take for granted, like being able to go to the bathroom. A lot of these folks can't do that by themselves. Being able to eat, being able to take a walk, being able to take a drive. There's so many things that are priceless, that are wonderful, that many people take for granted because they're chasing what I call fake-ass greatness, because they saw it on Instagram. Apps is the new phone. That's funny. But a lot of kids, a lot of millennials will not do business with you if they can't set up their appointments and stuff online. That's just how they are. All right, so what's going on? Starting the day, 50% off of everything at Hustlers Kung Fu Life Skills. The promo code is Hustler. And once again, if you're on the payment plan, you don't get the discount because I got to wait for my money. I'm not going to discount the payment plan. That's crazy. So you can do the payment plan to get in the frame, or you could save yourself a lot of money and buy today. And this will end Sunday. So with that, I will see you guys later.